Hello, this is Randy Kemp. Today's topic, what we're doing is talking a little bit about inspiration and how it will come to us in the form of dreams. This is a topic that's actually been debated and discussed a long time by classical philosophers and what I call psychologists in this century. I think psychology is probably about 100 or a little more. Modern psychology is probably a little bit more than 100 years old and actually has its roots in classical philosophy. But many of the great ideas actually come when we're sleeping. Let's take the area of writing. There's a couple of classical writers who have written great Gothic type novels. One is Frankenstein, and then the other is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And of course, we're familiar with these, whether we have read them or whether we have seen the movie version. There's several movie versions. But basically, the inspiration has come in dreams. In fact, Mary Shelby had an interesting trigger for that. What she was doing is she was actually invited to a party, and there's a bunch of literary folks there going to talk about ghost stories. So when they were talking about ghost stories, they had to come up with the best ghost story. And she had this dream, and in the dream, she actually had the whole plot outlined for Frankenstein, including his character and basically what kind of creation he is. And that inspired her to write the novel. Now, even modern writers, Stephen King, he's well known for his horror genre, and he has written a lot of well-known stories. If you haven't read them, at least you've seen a lot of the movie versions or adaptations of these stories. And he says a lot of his inspiration comes from what I call the dream sequence. Now, currently, Stephen King, he's worth quite a bit of money. Last I was told is well over $50 million in royalties from books and movies. So in the literary world, this is quite a way of coming up with ideas. Now, in science, there are other kind of what I call great discoveries, like even Nobel Prize scientists that come up with discoveries. And let's see, referring to Kirko, he had a dream about the benzene molecule, and basically that was discovered through a dream sequence. Also, we have another person, let's see, it's looking at my notes here. Otto Lewis, he was talking about nerve impulses, and basically he was trying to work out a problem, and actually this came to him in a dream sequence also. Even contemporary musicians, like Paul McCartney, he's well known for his work with the Beatles, but also he has had his own band, Wings, for a while, which is very successful, and he's even dabbled in other forms of music, like classical. But the song Yesterday, which is very well known and very, probably, I would say, one of my more favorite songs, because it's more kind of folkish. He had a dream in which he, I believe, had a classical orchestra playing this song, and then he got the inspiration, woke up and wrote down and recorded the music for Yesterday. Even millionaires, like there's a person called Madam Walker. She had some hair formula in which she had a dream where some African person was showing her how to mix certain herbs or certain things in this hair formula, and she actually tracked down where those ingredients are, I think including some from Africa, and actually she became a self-made millionaire. So We have many examples, and it raises the question, well, can we apply it to other areas, like in marketing? I read through the literature, and I haven't seen any public statements where great marketers like Clayton Makepeace, or even contemporaries like Dan Kennedy or Overby or Claude Hopkins or any of the others have gotten the inspiration for copy from dreams, but I think that occurs, including, like a lot of writers, we might wake up in the middle of the night and you get this inspiration and you say, aha, that's what we're going to do, and that's the missing piece or the missing bell. Now, the question is, does that come from some otherworldly source, in which case theologians have to be involved in the debate? Or is the subconscious just churning on a logical kind of formulation and coming up with the idea? In which case it's the philosophers and the psychologists debating that. Where does the inspiration come from? Well, that question will remain unknown, but at least I hope I've gotten you to thinking a little bit about inspiration in dreams, and they have produced many great works, and that I thank you for taking the time today.